Yes, I do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the debate podcast for the two hosts agree on everything. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by a man who believes Jesus is cumin. It's Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt. Good evening.
Jesus is human, yes. I forgot about that bit. That was a fun bit.
Yeah,
Um,
we've had quite a journey, haven't we?
if
And
he were a spice, cumin. Jesus is cumin.
he's spicy. Um,
Um, we
Matt,
have we've done a lot of dad journeying.
we have
Um,
somehow.
and I think there's still a fair amount to come.
It's that old, Palpatine. Somehow Palpatine has returned, which is maybe one of my favorite lines in all of cinema for how just unbelievably stupid it is. And I quote it a lot. And nobody knows when I do that, but somehow March Madness continues. It is now May Madness, and somehow we're still mad with Matt. So
And somehow that doesn't sound too bad. May Madness, March
no, June
Madness.
Madness might be pushing it. We'll
Yeah,
see by
still
then.
got we still got the alliteration going for now. Um, luckily we skipped calling it April Madness.
Yes,
We
April
call
Madness
it
sounds like some
Maple.
kind of disease or something. I'm not sure.
Maple showers.
Matt Pearl showers.
Ew. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see more dads. We got plenty more dads to come on this adventure.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought for a second, which is just a very stupid thing to think. I'm like, oh, dad, I wonder if they have a mom dating simulator. And I'm like, oh no, no, don't,
Oh
no.
no.
That's. I think the gay dad simulator is funny in a way that a straight mom dating simulator is not. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, no, let's stick with our
Yeah,
territory.
it's it's interesting how this game kind of doesn't work in reverse. I don't know, like it makes it like it's like sad or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could try it, and I don't know that I just don't think it would quite have the charm.
No, they thread that
That
needle really well. I'll give them credit for that.
yes,
Now, Matt, before we get started, you said you had a few
yes,
things on your mind you wanted us to start with.
yes. So first off, I can't see the game.
Oh,
I
because I
don't know if
haven't shared
that's
it with you yet, but thank you for the
you haven't
reminder.
opened
So
it
I
up
will
yet.
do that now.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was if that was part of it, but well, as we load up the game, um the thing I had to share is that I was I happened to be watching just a random video on the YouTube as I do.
Hmm.
And um Sean, I don't know how much I should give away here, but we got to go back to Joseph.
And why is that?
We got to and this is where your choice is going to come in. We
Oh,
to do it right now, or if you want to save it, it's you could save it for like the grand finale of everything, but we gotta go back to Joseph. Um, and I think what I think is gonna happen pretty soon, but
well,
I
let's.
don't I would we cannot say we've completed this game until we have maxed Joseph, is what I'll say.
I think that's totally fair. Just to recap for the folks at home, I think this is technically Dream Daddy 9. Is this episode? We've played a bunch of it. Here's where we're at with the dads. The game selects 7 dads from us to choose from. Each dad has 3 dates to sort of complete your journey with that respective dad. Craig, we have fully completed with 3 dates. Damien, we have done 1 date, and Joseph, we have done 2 dates. So that is where we're at this point. We can start with a new dad or continue with Damien or Joseph. Eventually, you do the math. That's 3 dates per dad times 7 dads. That's 21 total dates. And if you, again, continue that math, we're only through 6 of them.
So I'm gonna try not to influence your decision here, but um if my calculations are correct, the, uh the Joseph moment that I'm that I accidentally spoiled for myself that I kinda wish I hadn't is coming up very soon.
Yeah, there's
I
only
think it
one more
might
date.
actually be like yeah, it might actually be the next date. Um, and it's a heavy hitter. It's worth it. But I was basically I can't even say what the name of the video was that I was watching, or it's gonna spoil what happens, but I'll just say it was on a channel where, like, they are known for investigating compilations of video games, and, this game and kind of, like, ranking them or just at least listing them, and
Mhm.
this game was, number 3 on the list, and I was like, "Oh, Dream Daddy's on here," and it was like, "Oh, oh, wow, okay." So, I feel like I've really, I'm trying to sell it here, but
Oh, listen, Matt, I want to be very clear. This is your, and I was going to say month, this is your quarter of the year. And so I'm happy to jump into whichever dad is exciting you this evening. So if we want to
Okay.
do Joseph, I will not stand in the way of your love.
Well, okay. I truly think that you will enjoy it as well, so I might, or just to do Joseph and kinda finish him out. Um,
Love it.
it's
Well,
it's pretty good. I'm glad I watched this because otherwise I don't think I would've opted for this, but if you think about if you think about there's gonna be a lot of things that I think are gonna be put into context, and if you think about the best way that they could possibly end and I do mean this, I think it is the best way they could possibly end his story arc with us, in a way that satisfies everybody and still keeps the spirit of the game alive. Because if you
well,
recall, everything that we've seen about Joseph has been like, we should not be dating him, right? He doesn't seem to get our jokes. He doesn't seem to understand our, like, banter. He's got a wife, and he's got 2 kids, and, like, we kinda wrecked his home, like, but I was wondering how they're gonna thread the needle, and then, lo and behold, watching this video, they sure do thread that needle, so,
well,
um
I think it's exciting. Now, first of all, I hope we get the origin of his German accent. I'm very excited to find that out. But Matt, do you have any concerns? Our second date with Joseph went very poorly. We tanked it. Do you think that will have any effect on our third date?
none whatsoever.
Beautiful.
And you'll see why very
All
soon.
right. Well, then let's dig
Uh,
in.
it it
Let's.
it makes me think that we could have done anything and said anything, and none of it would have mattered.
To be totally honest, I think that's the entire game. If I'm being honest, I don't think any of it actually matters. All right.
Hello,
Oh,
Kit Die in the chat.
you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. We are gonna save and continue. Hello, Kit Day. How's Scribbles? By the way, Matt, you're gonna have to watch the my Twitch chat is not working in my window right now, so I'll leave. You're our community engagement manager for the evening.
You got it. You got it. I've got it open.
All right, let's load this up. Very exciting. Now, Matt, do you think
Yeah.
uh you were while this is loading, you were saying you just got electrocuted? Is that right?
Yeah, before I loaded up this computer, I pulled it out of the out of a wall socket, or not a wall socket, a power strip. And I've never been electrocuted before. Like, I've sustained what I would call, like, static shocks and stuff like this, but this was
Mhm.
like a real, like, actually I felt it go up my arm and into, like, my shoulder kind of thing. It was not fun.
No.
I definitely don't recommend it. That was really that was really painful. It was like it got stuck in the outlet, and I went to go, like, pull it from the plug itself, and I touched the metal part. which I guess was still, like, receiving the current, and
Yeah.
it hurt, like,
Yeah, that'll
wow.
do it. Yeah,
But it hurt,
no,
but it also felt weird. I felt like there were, like, little, like, worms going up my body that were just also burning me.
and you still feel it a little bit afterwards, and oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was not fun. You said you have been electrocuted?
Yes, yes, I have done some electrical work and forgot to turn off the circuit breaker. So I have been, like, not shoot you across the room electrocuted, but have trouble standing up immediately afterwards electrocuted, yes. Um,
Yeah, it's not fun.
no,
It's not.
it's very there's a reason why tasers exist, because they
Mhm.
just make you, um, unable to move.
Oh, yeah.
Um, alright, well, Matt,
Electrifying experience.
you can kick us off here with Elrond's inner thoughts.
Alright, here we go. I really want to see Joseph again, but after that weird encounter with Mary, I don't know. He's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and it not be weird, right? Right? The computer pings as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph. Hi, Elron. We should hang out. Like, actually hang out. No manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs, no kids. Just you, me, and the open ocean. Wait, wait, how are we gonna get oh no, it's you, you're Elron, because
No,
I'm
you can do it for this little bit, and then I'll
okay. Wait, how are we gonna get on the open ocean? Hmm. Okay. Uh
How are we
how
going
are
to
we
get
gonna
on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question.
whoa, prescient.
Yeah, for those who are just listening, we made Elrond's hair so big it's actively blocking the text and makes it hard to read, which
It
is
does.
just fantastic game design.
It is. So immersive.
If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina, and you can check out the goods if you know what I mean. I mean my yacht. Let me know.
Whoa, Joseph owns a yacht?
Joseph owns a yacht?
I'm as surprised as you are.
You've been holding out on me, your only daughter whom you love.
What? Did you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefit of getting to go on a yacht?
What else did it get me? Oh, you have options here. A healthy upbringing in a supportive environment. I am literally paying for your college, or not a dog, that's for sure.
Oh, so many good choices here. Oh,
Yeah, I like not a dog, that's for sure. Your words cut deep, Pops, real deep. Dad, if there's one thing in the world that's better than a dog, it's a yacht dog. You and your yacht dog, that's a bond forged through trials at sea.
do you think if you picked the college option, she would say something about, like, how she would rather have an education at sea or, like, an
Oh, yeah, no,
education
I'm
at
sure
sea is priceless or something? Yeah.
what I would
Well,
hope is you'd pick that and she'd be like, forget about that. What about the dog you never got me?
yeah, yeah. "Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's gonna be a yacht of fun."
I'm glad you're excited, but that doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns.
"Why yacht, Manda?"
Mm,
"Well, I gotta go get ready. Trip on the yacht to go on my friend's yacht." I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me.
hey, in all seriousness, I hope you have fun. But make good choices, okay? Wear a condom.
But then
Don't stay out too late, or you can't go to Jennifer Longforth's birthday party this weekend. Oh, I hope we get to play that.
yeah, she promised me she would propose to me, but in the end, she ended up going with Logan Crutchfield. I'm not going anywhere near that party.
Good
What are
bit,
they talking?
Dad.
Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know I'll be there. A quaint marina, complete with local. Wait, should you do this part, and then because
No, you
I'll be
no, you
Joseph this
always do
scene.
the inner voice.
Okay, a quaint marina, complete with local mom and pop shops and a small diner frame the bay. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside to stare enviously at all the nice boats before. Joseph should be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Hey, Elron!
Now, I just want to say before I start, listen, famously on the show, I can't do voices. I can't do them well. I can't do them consistently. And I'm telling you, I spend a lot of time thinking about this and practicing, and it's just not my strong suit. But I went to a minor league hockey playoff game the other day, which was a lot of fun. Go Springfield Thunderbirds. But it reminded me of one of the dreams of my life I'll never be able to accomplish, which is being an in-arena hockey announcer. So I think that's the voice I'm going to go with this evening for Elron. Let's see. I hope it works.
Right.
Because it's got to be something along the lines of, "Congratulations, Matt Mariani, you are our Domino's Pizza fan of the game." Or something.
Yeah,
Joseph,
that's a good
where
choice.
are you?
Up here. I look up. Joseph waves to me from atop a huge yacht.
I've never been on a yacht before.
This
You
is good. I
never
like
forget
this.
your first.
You never forget your first. Oh. I glance at the name on the side of the boat.
The St. Peter, huh?
Inherited this thing from mine pops. Real fire und brimstone type. Loved yachts.
So what's the plan, Captain?
Well, I figured since the last time went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out on the open sea, wrestle with Neptune, and set sail on the seas of adventure.
You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know that.
Joseph smiles and winks from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me up onto the yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Does he moisturize or what?
Do you moisturize or what?
Elron, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're going to be on a boat alone with Joseph on the open ocean. It's a yacht. He's married. It's fine. This is fine. After undoing the mooring and climbing into his captain's seat, Joseph slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extra emphasis, even though nobody else seems to be around. Shoving off. Boat launching. Man und boat. Launching as one. The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and into the open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waves. He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where we wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder.
Oh, we have options. I didn't bring any talcum powder. Luckily, I brought my Neptuning fork, or simply can do.
I think we got to do the pun.
I think we gotta.
I think we
I,
gotta
I don't
pump.
know if it's going to
Yeah.
help our. But
Never
didn't this is what we decided when we did Joseph last time? Is we're not going to pander to him. We're
right.
going to do what's
We're not
right for
we're
Elrond Dad King.
yeah, and if he doesn't like it, then that's his
So be it.
loss.
We got some hearts on that.
We got some hearts. Joseph stifles a laugh. Collegiate level dad yoking here, Elgon. For a while, we watch as the trees and waves pass us by.
Where are we going?
A little further out, it's a lot quieter once we get out on the open water.
I'm sorry. Did you say Führer out?
Nine,
Thank,
nine,
thank you for letting me.
further out. Plus, we could see whales, and whales are cool.
I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big.
Yeah, noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. He sighs. Wish I could get out more often, but, you know.
Family, wife, saving souls.
So many souls. I can barely hold them all. I watch Joseph work the boat. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all. And from here, I can see how toned his muscles are. Your thoughts? Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decide to take a peek over the edge of the ship. The wake this thing kicks off is intense. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off his yacht. Hey, dolphins.
Joseph, there are dolphins.
So you're scared of whales, but not dolphins?
I feel like there's an unspoken truce between man and dolphin. I would be more than comfortable riding a dolphin into battle.
Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies just for fun, you know?
Can I trust nothing on the open ocean?
I like to think that I'm pretty cool.
All right, Joseph, it's you and me versus the entirety of marine life.
I yell out to the ocean.
All right, we got options here. You're all spineless invertebrates. Well, you're all spineless invertebrates. Or, I had a lobster last week and I can't wait to eat more of you. Or, my life goal is to punch as many fish as I can before I die.
I like the lobster one.
I think
I
that's
don't know. What do
good.
you think about that?
No, I think the
Or
punching the fish is a little aggressive.
yeah.
So, no,
Yeah, I think
I agree. Oh, we got
yeah.
eggplants. A
I think it's
plus.
just the right tone. Oh, he loved that one. Yeah. You tell him, Elron. Und here we are. Elron, welcome to the ocean. I look out into the vast expanse of blueness. Yep, that's the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia, despite being in a wide open space. I am on a boat with a handsome man, a handsome married man, and there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big. It's a little daunting, isn't it?
Do you trust the whales?
You know, more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right? Like tuna. The tuna is an apex predator.
What about the San Jose Sharks? No, I'm just kidding. It's regular Sharks.
Sharks are tight. It's the tuna you have to watch out for.
And the whales.
Hey, you wanna look out wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation.
You know I.
Shh. Quiet contemplation. I'm alone with my thoughts. Cool. I look out to the sea for a bit. Then I look over to Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water.
I got to say something here because a thought crossed my mind. And you hyped
Yeah,
up the ending of this chapter with Joseph. I don't think what I'm about to say is true, but I'm saying if it was true, I would fall out of my dang chair. Is he a merman?
I cannot confirm
Okay. I'm just I
nor deny that.
there haven't been any because we talked about this last week, the monster version of dating dads. Because there haven't been any fantastical elements yet. I kind of feel like that's where it's going, but let's wait and see. But that's the thought that just
Yeah,
crossed my mind.
I was gonna ask you for like a prediction, or if you had any idea, like the direction that things were heading in. I like to see that you're thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all I'll say
It's
about that.
either that. Have you ever seen the Ashley Judd movie Double Jeopardy?
No,
Okay, it's either that or a
no, I
Double
have
Jeopardy
not.
situation. It's not a good movie, but I love the plot of it, which is Ashley Judd goes out on a boat with her husband. Her husband fakes his death and frames Ashley Judd. So he's still alive. He's escaped, but there's blood, and so she goes to jail and serves like 10 years for his murder. She gets out,
Oh.
finds out he's alive, but under the rule of double jeopardy, where you can't be convicted of the same crime twice, she can legally kill her husband because she's already served time for killing him. So she tracks him down.
What is this movie called?
It's called Double Jeopardy. I forget who plays the guy in it, but
Okay.
but it's Ashley Judd. I don't know why, but I just love the idea of like, oh, you can serve, the sentence for a crime and then get out and if it's the same crime, they can't convict you twice. But I'm wondering if
Mm.
we're gonna be framed for Joseph's murder. Um, Joseph gets away, we serve our time, and then have to come back and can kill him and not suffer any consequences.
We'll just have to see where this
Okay,
goes, but,
all right.
I both theories pretty solid. What Mary said to me at the bar, I I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy. He deserves better. I don't know what to think about this, but I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something.
So, about Mary.
Joseph continues to stare off into the distance. It's um well, if you really want to know. Suddenly, I hear a sputter coming from the engine room. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and taps on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Oh,
Oh, oh no, it's you.
okay, okay. So we might have a small problem, yeah.
What small problem?
We are out of gas.
The whales are gonna get us. The whales siphoned our gas.
It's okay. I can just call one of my boat buddies to come and tow us back in. Yeah. Joseph pulls out his phone. Haha, just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. I check my phone. I don't have service either.
Should we just submit ourselves to the whales?
Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but she's broken. Yeah. Are you any handy with tools?
I also have to time out here. I cannot believe a man who owns a yacht and is a boating enthusiast would not have a working radio on his boat. That is
Yeah,
shocking
pretty
malpractice.
pretty negligent. It's pretty
Absolutely.
negligent of him. Yeah.
I am a dad. Even if the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, it should be no problem.
Let's take ein look at it und see what we can figure out. Joseph directs me toward the radio and showcases its insides. Hmm. I don't know how radios work. I think there's just some frayed wires in here. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I don't think Joseph knows either. Uh, you know what? Let's just throw some stuff around here in here there. Just see if it works.
Loading screen.
He's pretty nonchalant, I guess,
Well, this feels
about
like
all
some kind of
this.
setup. Like Oh no, there's a game.
Oh, minigame. MacGyver that radio, Sean.
Okay. Well, okay. So I have a hand, and we have a bunch of odd objects, and a big button that says power. There's a like a wall charger. There is a condom. There's a rubber ducky, a screw, some wires. Okay, I
This one
think that.
doesn't seem to have a timer either. I think all the other games were timers, right?
Okay, there's a red. I okay. I made it spark. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I think you're missing something. Okay, this.
I
I don't
think
know
you're
what.
missing something.
I don't know, Matt. Do you have any
What
thought?
did you
There's
just put in there?
chewing.
Is that a lemon?
Yeah, some sort of fruit, chewing gum. There's like a USB-C charger. I'm just gonna put everything in there unless you have a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, this game was not really built with
Yeah, it
great
I thought at
physics.
first it was like you had to
Hey!
it was like a puzzle, like almost like a okay, we did it.
Oh, and we ranked S!
Wow, we got the S rank.
Wow!
Okay. Hey, it works, kinda. I thought there were, like, special places to put things at first, and then it was just like, no, I guess it just wants you to throw
Just
crap in
hook
there,
everything in
like
there. I mean, that's how electronics work, right?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey. We'll have that electronics degree in no time. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it. Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello? Hello? Can he tries a few other channels? Nobody responds. We might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range.
How big's the range?
Well, back when I was on the U-boat, this is well, this radio came with the boat, not the U-boat, when my dad bought it in the 60s. So, that's great. No, fine.
That's reassuring. Now what?
There's worse places to be stuck on than a yacht, yeah? Fine.
Okay, and the options are wine in all caps, or wine in all caps with 2 exclamation points.
Wine? Wine? Wine!
Wine. Should we go for full wine?
Yeah, let's go for the full wine effect,
He
sure.
loves it.
Yeah, he loved that. I keep a couple emergency bottles down below deck. Wanna grab some while I fiddle with the radio some more?
Again, keeps
See, he's
emergency
got that,
bottles. Yes.
you know, yeah,
Got
he's
emergency radio.
prepared in that way. So, at least he's prepared for that.
Well, I don't have any
You
life
gotta have some
vests, but
emergency
I do
bottles.
have emergency cheeses and crackers.
Yeah. Let's see. Wine. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Okay, we have options. Do we examine the lounge, examine the shelf, examine the cabinet, or head back up to Joseph
Well, that looks like wine on that
on
table
the
right there
on the
pretty
la-
clearly, but
on the
maybe it's empty and, um,
Oh, let's start with the lounge. I think we're gonna
yeah.
end up doing all these anyway.
Wood panels on everything, leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here.
Okay, the bed, the floor, the side table.
Let's take a look at the side table. Hey, wine glasses. I must be hot on the trail. But no wine. I grab 2 glasses and get back to searching. For an old yacht,
No,
this
we didn't
lounge
do
is
that
p
one.
oh, the same thing. Okay, yeah. Oh, a California King. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky.
Okay, we saw that. Let's look at the floor.
There are some clothes strewn on the floor by the bed. Socks, slacks. Yep, polo shirt. Well, I guess now I know if Joseph prefers boxers or briefs. This place seems a little lived in.
Okay, let's look at the shelf.
Maybe, yeah, shelf. I take a look at everything on the shelf.
There's photos, books, or knickknacks. Let's look at the photos.
The photos, yeah. There's a few photos on the wall here. Looks like a picture from Joseph and Mary's wedding day. Nice grandpa glasses. Looking real slick there, Joe. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quality 90s fashion right here. Mary still has her patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems happy on the water. Hey, it's all the dads. Looks like it's from a couple years ago. The gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Wow, Robert's actually smiling and wearing a sweater. That's I know that sweater. And there's one guy on the end that I don't recognize. Hugo's ex, maybe? And hey, here's Joseph go-karting with the kids. That's fun. Take a look at everything on the shelf.
Okay, we'll look at the books.
Looks like a bunch of different Bibles on brand. A couple of old vet magazines. I guess those must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this? Well. Now the hot body shoe is on the other hot body foot. I What does that mean?
I think it was perhaps a men's fitness magazine or some sort
Oh,
of.
okay.
That's my guess.
It's the odd stuff he puts on shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. Ah, and there's the crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool design, too. I'd say, okay, go back to the shelf. Let's look at the cabinet. It's a sturdy cabinet, a little dusty, but I bet there are some treasures in here.
All right, there's a fire extinguisher, flashlights, and a drawer.
Look, you can tell a lot about a man by how seriously he takes his fire safety. Nice, Joseph. Nice. It's a sturdy cabinet. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Flashlights. Well, this is a solution to a different problem. Maybe if we're stranded out here for days and run out of electricity, we'll need these. But if the chief concern right now is wine intake. Hey, Yacht Club Miracle, it is. Twilight Rouge, huh? Come to daddy. Elron, Daddy Elron, Dad King. Finally, time to get back up to Joseph. All right, we got the wine, we got the glasses.
And some
We saw an
interesting
odd picture.
information.
Yeah. So what do you think now? Now that you've seen that,
Yes, the
I feel like that picture was
photo's
true.
very interesting. I believe he was implying that was Robert's sweater on the floor of the yacht.
Possibly. Yeah, and then something about the
A
Hugo's
mysterious
ex,
man in the photo,
mysterious
another
man. Yeah,
dad.
another dad, another unknown dad.
Hmm.
I bring the wine and glasses to Elron, Vine. Good to see you two. Just in time for the sunset.
I didn't take you for a drinker.
Haven't you heard? I am a cool minister.
How cool.
I can land half of my kickflips.
What is that, like 4?
5 on ein good day. Pour me.
Do you want a regular pour or a power pour?
I think what let's see what a power pour does.
Oh, well, he likes
Yeah,
it.
he'd love the hell out of that. Whoa, okay. Time to party. We clink our glasses and drink up.
This wine's not bad. There's a hint of, am I tasting grapes?
You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon.
We could be stranded out here forever.
I can't think of anyone else I'd want to be stranded with. It's just you, me, and all those whales. So many whales.
You're killing the vibe.
Revive the vibe, Elron. Generally, that's a hard word to say in his accent. Generally, it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door rolled in front of a tomb, but I think we can save it.
All right. We got some options here. This view though, do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? I bet. Oh, that's what he was referring to on the shelf. It was cuz back at his house we found steamy male romantic novels on the shelf and he assumed it was his
Uh,
wife's.
we assumed it was Mary's, but
Yes.
maybe it's his. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I
And
gotcha.
then also, I bet we'll have a whale of a time, or what it's like owning a yacht.
What do you think? What do you think for this one? I feel like it's good. One of the questions is probably good.
Yeah, I like asking him about the book. I mean, let's get right into it here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, we get the dots. Oh no, he's thinking
Uh,
about it.
it's a really rewarding series, Elron.
Uh huh.
Look, you have fun with your word jumbles. I will enjoy the well crafted narrative excellence of a highly regarded serial.
Of sex books.
Detective novels.
Sexy detective books featuring a hard boiled gumshoe who can't be held down by the law, or by love, or by the mystery of the Spanish lover. Oh, we
Yeah.
got the eggplants.
You read them too.
The author really hit her stride around book 17. All right,
Yeah, that was a good choice. And
we
we get even more
we
options.
get to go back. So
How
these are
about
the
what
same ones as before. This view, though, I bet we'll have a whale of a time. What's it like you owning a yacht?
say what's it like owning a yacht?
What's it like owning a yacht?
Fuel prices are on the rise. Yearly maintenance is a bit of a strain on the finances. Can't really take it out in the winter months. But also, sometimes you can have a party on your yacht and everyone thinks you're pretty cool. So it evens out. Elron, if you had a yacht, what would you name it? God.
So we have three options. Mind you, we didn't write these. The Salty Swallow, Long, Hard, and Full of Semen, or Fuck You, Whales.
I like fuck you, whale.
I like fuck you whales too, actually. I'm gonna back you up on that. So
Mhm.
I'm keeping on brand here.
Riding it on the side of the boat like that is basically basically asking them to attack.
That's the goal! I'd be ready. You know where to find me, you cowards.
I go to take another sip of wine, but stop myself.
Is wine an acceptable beverage in Margarita Zone?
That it is, Elrond. All beverages of leisure are welcome in the Margarita Zone.
This is almost what we wanted, right?
No responsibilities, no worries, other than possibly dying out here.
And the whales.
But yeah, I'd say we are in the zone. Joseph and I clink our wine glasses again.
To the Margarita Zone.
Tasted away again.
If you have any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us.
As a youth minister, I make pacts with neither the devil nor island jammers. If we are to get off of this boat, it will be by the grace of God. Or Steely Dan.
Ha! Amen.
Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, looking into each other. Joseph leans in close. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I can't help but feel like doing this will only end up hurting someone else. But his face is really close to my face. Elvan, I have to tell you something. Mary and I are done.
What? No, it doesn't.
I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn around the lounge, the undone bed.
Are you living on this boat?
I I didn't want to mention it. He sighs, strolling back to the controls of the boat. I lean on the console next to him. We had a very long talk and it's unsalvageable. I am staying here until everything is sorted out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do.
I'm fine. I'm fine, actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I am seeing a path to happiness. And now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that made me happy, that make me happy. I need someone who will be there, someone who is kind.
And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do.
Anyway, I've been having this crazy feeling that there's someone who I could get in the habit of having around. Someone very close to here.
Is it whales? Not now, Will.
It is- I mean, you.
Oh,
I was trying to be subtle. I think I'm picking up what Joseph is putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in, come in. Is there anyone there?
no. Over?
We're stranded out on the open waters. We've been here for hours. Please send help. Over.
But wait, are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, what are your coordinates? Over?
Elron, have you been leaning on the talk button this whole time? I look down. Oh, I definitely have been leaning on the talk button this whole time. Betrayed by my own butt yet again.
I didn't lean on it. You leaned on it. Nyler, you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over?
Hey, were you listening to us?
Sir, we here at the U.S. Coast Guard are professionals. We're not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over.
How soon could you guys be here to give us a tow? Over.
Well, pick you up in the morning. Sounds like you two have some stuff to hash out. Over and out.
Wait. Silence. Nobody returns our radio calls. I think they left. We stare at each other for a second. Well, Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed in. Oh, okay. Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me into a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet from the wine, and his skin is still warm from the sun. I reach for his belt and pull him even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. He pushes me against the boat's console, kissing down my neck. Come on. His hand drifts to my thighs and he effortlessly picks me up. Wow. Joseph carries me below deck. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. I wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little yelp. Lots of time to kill, Elron. We better get started. Things seem like they're getting pretty hot and heavy.
We got the black screen of
These
needing to
two.
be safe for work.
Oh man, I might have overdone it on the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Any last minute predictions, Sean?
He's gonna wake up in one of those rooms from Saw where Jigsaw's put some sort of contraption on him that will torture him for some bad misdeed he's done.
Wait. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung around my waist. He's sleeping peacefully. His hair is mussed and his lips are still a little red.
Suddenly, Mary kicks the door open, holding a shotgun.
I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing finding little perfect moments of joy, like the way the light falls across Joseph's face or how he's still holding me tight even in his sleep. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon, and I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. It takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin.
We should get dressed.
Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss.
Stop trying to tempt me.
Fine, fine. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They thankfully keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and I step off the yacht and he walks me to my car. I had a great time.
Me too. No thanks to the whales.
Shush, shush. You're on land now. They can't hurt you here.
Take care, Joseph.
You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully, Amanda's all right. Amanda,
Dad!
she runs up and hugs me.
I was genuinely concerned about your well being, but upon closer inspection, you seem to be okay. What happened?
The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck. But it was okay because I was on a yacht.
Weren't you scared?
Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night?
Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few car, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, pretty low key night.
Where'd you learn that from?
I learned it from you, Dad.
Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of years so you don't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda.
I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make good choices?
Uh, yeah. But hey, I'm starving. You want to make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge?
More than anything, Pops.
I brought back this whale meat and wine.
All right, date complete, Matt. Let's see how we
All right.
scored.
Just so you
Uh,
know, I think the craziness is upon us. Hey, we got an A.
we got an
Nice.
A.
That's very good. I think we did some redemption
I think so.
during our last date.
A's a
Didn't go
very
super
solid
well.
score.
This was much better. Much improved
We're learning.
score. So yeah, now that was the final date, right? That's the third.
Yes,
That was our third date with Joseph.
that's right.
Okay. I think I think we go to encounter him again, and I think we'll get our little. I thought maybe it was going to happen when we woke up on the yacht, but whew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural.
Oh, by the way, we just got an accomplishment in the margarita
Nice,
zone in Steam. So thank you, Steam.
nice. Thank you, Steam. Be cool, Elron. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face.
Hey, Dad.
Off to a good start.
Something fishy?
Rats.
Okay, we have options. What? No. You asked too many questions, or sorry, sweetie, it's the feds.
It's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up on you. I tried to send him in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government.
Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they've got another thing coming.
I'm kidding. You're right. I've got a little surprise for you, Amanda.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying.
Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Father, it would fill my heart with glee.
I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. There's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a deal out of it, but
Aw, Dad, you.
I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
No way!
I figured you probably wouldn't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you.
Oh lord. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons.
And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show.
Dad, I love this. Thank you.
She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit, toss around the old pigskin or something?
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, I follow Amanda to the back door.
What? Huh? What?
All right, so
All the dads are here.
this is the same ending as isn't this we yeah, because we I guess because we accomplished Joseph's
Yes.
dateline and this whole thing again.
So we do the
You told
party
me
again.
not to make a big deal out of it. You seem to have forgotten my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments.
Do you want me to fast forward through this?
Yeah, I think so. We've done this part before. Uh,
Yeah, the mac
yeah,
and cheese
all this with the
bar.
mac and cheese. Yeah. Oh no, Mary's here. With everything that's happened between me and Joseph, I should be a good host and say hi to her. But but I don't wanna. Come on, Elron, you can do this. I walk up to Mary.
Uh, Hey,
Hey, you've been good, good. You've been good.
just peachy. I have to go over there now. Excuse me.
Well, that went about as well as I could expected it to.
All right, we're gonna skip the other
Yeah,
dads
let's
here.
fast forward to that, all that.
Yeah, we did this. I just didn't know if we would
Yeah,
get a different dialogue tree because of our date, but apparently
yeah, we
not.
did that. Mm-mm. Okay.
Oh,
So now here we go, Joseph. Joseph sidles up to me and presses a kiss against my neck. Wait, this feels weird.
so
Uh,
I guess things are still friendly with Mary.
yeah, we're actually staying together
What? Why?
for lots of reasons. There's the kids, for one, and the fact that we have to be a pillar for this community. So many people look up to us as a model marriage, and I would hate it to let my parishioners down. But that doesn't stop you and I from.
What?
I pull away from Joseph.
That's not what I want.
I know it's not perfect, and God knows how I wish it were. If it were up to me, you and I would be sailing the seven seas in search of Margaritaville. But this is real life, and all we can do is find Margarita's zone whenever we can. I look down, too nervous to respond. I feel his hand on mine. I don't pull away. I'll leave you to think about it, but just know that you can reach out to me for anything. Joseph gets up and walks away. I don't know what to think. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me.
Killer party, Pops.
What can I say? I was inspired.
So, I also have something for you. Do we
For me, why? Yeah, fast forward. Yeah, we got all that.
the same framed photo we got in the last ending?
Yep, yep. The photo.
And then the credits.
All right, credits.
All these
We
hardworking people. You know, one of these nights, I need to turn the odd because they have like voices like in the game. Like, I'd love to know what the characters actually sound like.
Yeah, and that was the thing, this video that I came across, there's, like, background music that I think you could probably hear.
No, I have it turned off just so I can hear you better. But I'd be curious. I mean, I can stream it out one of these nights just to hear it.
Ah, yeah, 'cause there was the,
Wow.
so we're alright, go back in. I think you have to talk to Joseph, like, one more time, or you have to do, like, one more thing with Joseph
Well, but
for it to
if I
finally be true.
well, but if I okay, let's see. Because I think it might just load me back into the credits. But let's see.
'Cause I think we have not seen the thing that I am, trying to get us to see.
No, that's just the credits again. Is it DLC? No, I can't imagine it is. Hang on.
No.
Let me go
No, it's
back.
not. Now I'm looking on the wiki and just making sure that,
Yeah,
uh,
this isn't a fake ending, is
we
it?
didn't miss something here. I think it is. I think it's supposed to be. Um,
Because usually what happens is because this happened with Craig, is I had to go back and like go to an old save to go back and date the other dads. Like, it ends the game when you do the third date. There is no more game.
like, you can't go back in and
I would back out to um an earlier save point to get back into dad book and date the other dads. Once you complete a date with the dad, the game is over. You're technically supposed to start a new game with a new dad. Now, it doesn't mean there's not another scene with him
and
after
how did we
two
miss?
dates, but after three dates, there shouldn't be anything else, to my knowledge.
Alright, it may be. Yeah, wait, okay. Oh, damn it. Are you serious?
What?
Okay. Okay, I think I found out what happened here. Oh, man. Is it, okay, so that alright, now I have a problem with the YouTube channel that I found this on because it's so I think they cut his actual ending from the game and replaced it. Um, Escape from Margarita Zone is the ending, yeah, is the non-canon ending in Joseph's third date. I'm reading directly from the wiki here. It was created simply for entertainment of the creators, but was not intended to be in the final release of the game. It was eventually discovered through, both rumor and eventually discovered buried in the old game files. I think they
Okay.
cut it.
Oh, okay. Well, what was
Oh,
it? So
alright.
now you get to tell
Supposedly
us.
now I'll tell you about it. So basically, okay, okay. So it was supposed to happen when we fell asleep on the yacht, and I'm looking now and making sure that we didn't, like, make any. Oh, okay. It's alright, so the weird thing is, you you have to, and I didn't know this going in, you have to have a very specific build.
Mm.
This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I thought this was actually part of the game, which is why I insisted we play this. Um, Basically, you have to have a thick tank bod, oval head, balding hair, wide eyes, Roman nose, cheese mouth, wizard brows, no facial hair, pilot glasses, no piercings, a Tommy Banana suit, and then name yourself Jimmy Buffett.
Okay.
And what happens is, when you wake up on the yacht, you actually wake up chained to, like, a giant sacrificial altar, and Joseph is dressed in full priest garb, and he reveals himself to be an, Cthulhu priest, it's like it's an Eldritch horror basically ending
Yes.
to the
Oh,
game, and, like, basically, um, you, oh, okay. So if you could start a new game and just do all these things and then click "Give me this nightmare," there'll be, like, a space that'll come up, and you c if you select it, it cuts right to this scene. This is so weird. Okay, so here's what happens. The player finds themselves in a dank and dark dungeon, chained up and no windows in sight. There seems to be no escape. Joseph comes in, dressed in a priest's outfit and looking very sinister. He confirms the player's fears that they did not have too much to drink and that it wasn't just a dream. Oh, I guarantee that it is quite real, says Joseph. After some arguing and spilled information, Joseph finally why he's down there. So I'll read it in the context of our player. Elron, there are powers at work so far beyond your understanding that I would sink to some half-baked sex game is a little insulting. All that religion mumbo jumbo wasn't entirely. I am a man of the cloth, just not the cloth you're thinking of. I am the conduit of something beautiful. Elron, something pure, and you have the honor of being part of it. I know that sounds kind of hokey, but stick with me. I promise I'll get back to being relatably cool in a second. Where you really are is under the house, or I guess under the houses. Elron, ever wonder where all the wives and husbands in town went? Why everyone's an eligible single father? Nothing's a coincidence, idiot. No town in America has such a concentration of eligible, willing dads. Do you want to know why? Because of me, because of my work, because of my loyalty. Maple Bay is a beacon of unfathomable power, but it requires sacrifice, Elron. It needs to feed on those deep, unquenchable pangs of anguish, and all to get these very good friends of ours here in my town and my father's tower and his father before him, hurting for human touch, praying for the salvation of kindness. Out there in the dark of the sea lies something waiting to return for 100 million years. It has shown the path to Jonah, my ancient ancestor, and it has shown the path to me. And I will fuck each dad whose life I destroyed until the shame and stink of their failures has returned to the eternal king of life. After that, the dad Sona character is knocked out. They wake up to someone covering their mouth. It's Mary. She unties the player and tells them to run, then disappears. As the player progresses in the cavern, walls either become larger or smaller, corridors expand, and the player even has to crouch to go through. The dad Sona finally runs into a door leading to the player's house. They reunite with their daughter Amanda, who offers to cook them breakfast. When the dad Sona reaches for their word jumble, actually a crossword. Um, when the dad Sona asks Amanda what her birthday is, she turns into a demon thing. Once the player is back in the dungeon, Joseph confronts them. When Joseph brings up Robert, they grab the knife he gave them and lunges for Joseph. He knocks the player's knife away, now attempting to kill them. Before the player blacks out, Joseph lets go with a stab wound in his shoulder. Mary is holding the player's knife. As Mary attempts to help the dad Sona, the children come in and eventually corner Joseph. After this endeavor, the dad Sona wakes up in their bedroom, Amanda trying to wake them up. She explains to the dad Sona that the yacht Joseph and them were on actually sank. Rescue rescue teams pulled them from the water only a few days prior. When the dad Sona asks Amanda where Joseph was, she says, they found something in the yacht wreckage. Some documents that showed he was actually embezzling funds from the church. No one has seen him since. This is where the player meets Saul, the detective. Mary explains her shock that Joseph left when the feds showed up and explains her children are with her parents in the Midwest until all this blows over. Then she stares at the dad Sona, who is confused but unresponsive. She tells the dad Sona, good answer. And Saul explains that he is happy both Mary and the dad Sona has their story straight, and Mary leaves Saul with the dad Sona alone. Saul explains that the players should just go on with their life as if none of the events ever happened. Before leaving, he tells the dad Sona that his own wife vanished, hinting that the Joseph's cult had killed her and that he too is a single father. He then tells the dad Sona if he has any free time, they could meet up again, hinting at a future relationship with Saul.
I honestly, I mean, that's great. I the funniest thing though is to me has to be you watching this YouTube video and being like, "Oh my god, this is in the game."
Yeah, so now I can reveal the video I was watching was top 7 characters you should never romance.
Mm,
And it was number 2 or number 3 was Joseph from Dream Daddy. So I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I wonder what that's about." And then they go on to explain that like his I'll have to watch it again. I don't think they mentioned that it was a non-canonical ending that was cut from the game. Otherwise, I would have just,
Oh
said that up front. I
god.
I thought there was like, gonna be an opening where we could I thought when you were down there looking for the wine, that was gonna be he was gonna like knock us out or something. Or, when we were waiting for the Coast Guard. Damn. I know. What could have been I can't believe they cut that. It's such
Well,
a
listen, I will, as somebody who didn't know about this secret ending. I was shocked when he said, "I'm getting back with my wife,
yeah,
but we can still sleep together." Just letting you know. That was
yeah.
I wasn't shocked he went back to his wife. I was shocked he's like, "I'm going back to my wife, but we can still hook up." And I'm like, "Oh,
I wanna
okay, bad
yeah,
man, bad man."
bad. Okay. Honda says, "Wasn't expecting that ending." Are you referring to the one I just read?
I would assume. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is absolutely
That
wild.
was crazy. Yeah,
That
that
is wild.
no, that I'm a little saddened that we didn't get so the ending is called, Escape from Margarita Zone,
Perfect.
famously because, like, that's the whole thing with them looking for Margarita Zone. Yeah,
Perfect.
or it's just simply the cult ending.
Wow.
Yeah, so they create and then they cut it, but it was, I guess, still buried in the game code. So if you're willing to experience it, anybody at home, you got to make those exact prerequisites. Oh, it also says finish all routes in the game. So okay, so it sounds like you have to like complete the game
I
100%
I'm sure
and
there's a
then make a
YouTube
new
video
dad
of
with
it
all these like
somewhere
prereqs.
you can watch. Yeah, no, I'm kind
But
of
it's
glad they
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kind of
we can just
glad
watch.
they cut it because yeah, that definitely would have taken a serious turn of the game. Should have that have been left in.
Yeah,
Wow. Matt,
what a
what
twist.
an exciting evening either way. My goodness, we can say we've finished Joseph. We're 2 out of 7 dads complete.
Can I
Um
say
yeah.
I my biggest disappointment was I really just wanted to voice act that last bit where because I was gonna make his act I was just gonna drop the accent and just be like, "For 4,000,000 years, there's been a monster in the ocean, and I'm
Yes, it
going
was
to
the
sacrifice
accent
you
was
and
a
all
cover.
that." It would've been it would've just like,
It
it
would
was
have been
all just a
great.
cover.
It would have been
Oh,
great.
man.
Well,
Oh, well.
listen, Matt, in about 6 years when we finally finish this game, maybe we can go through and set it up so we can go through the ending. Um,
Indeed.
but in the meantime, we got a lot of other
Maybe
good
by
stuff
then
going.
we'll have our own yacht. We'll
That
have
would
our
be
own
the up for
yacht at
debate
that point.
yacht. Absolutely. People would love to come out on a
Mhm.
boat with us. And we won't have a
I think we
radio
would
or
name it
gas.
we'd probably I would say we should name it after our old podcast name, the Goldilocks Zone.
The Goldilocks Zone
That's a
is a
pretty
good
sick
name
name
for a
for a yacht.
boat. It's a good
Our
name for a
former
boat.
name.
I like
Mhm.
that. I think we still have that somewhere. Um
Indeed.
Matt, listen, we got some stuff to tease here, of course. UpForDebate.tv is our website. All the past episodes, you can watch the whole Dream Daddy journey up to this point. There, subscribe wherever you get podcasts for the audio version, and the video version's on YouTube. It's great because you can actually see the game as we're playing it. So watch it up on the big screen on YouTube. Of course, email us upfordebatetv@gmail.com. Matt, I think it's time for a Tomorrow is Canceled Power Play. That's right. A new episode of Tomorrow is Canceled is now up on the feed. I listened. It was a really great one. Ton of news and various fun things for you guys to discuss in all things video games and other nerdy things. It's a great crew and a great show over at Tomorrow.
Lots been happening, yeah. Lots
Yeah,
been
check out.
happening in the gaming news.
And these guys are on it. Tomorrow's Canceled, wherever you get your podcasts, check that out. And of course, you should check out twitch.tv/Tomorrow's Canceled Pod, which is the Twitch channel where Matt streams video games 1 to 2 days a week over there. You just played Resident Evil.
Yeah, what'd you think? What'd you think of Resident
You,
Evil Requiem?
I'm not a standard Twitch user. Like regular video games are not something I like get excited about. Like if you were like, "Oh, I'm playing Fortnite," I'd be like, "I don't really." And so I kind of like when you have kind of more oddball-y stuff, and then also stuff that's a little more narrative-y, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah,
because I think that fits the style, but that's me, Like I wouldn't watch
yeah.
someone else play Resident Evil. But the game was good. It's just the action stuff where you're like killing things or shooting things. It's like that's just not something I usually
Yeah.
watch. So
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I switched it up. So did you like Talos Principle when we did Talos before? Did you watch Ta Oh, no, you that was the week you were at the hockey game.
I was off that week. But
You
I
were
will
off
say,
that week.
I think Indiana Jones was a good balance where you still had that
Yeah,
traditional video game stuff, but there was kind of some other things in with it, little puzzly, little, narrative-y stuff. I
yeah.
think that was a good balance.
I think where we're at in the Resident Evil, there like, it kinda opens up to some more of that stuff, so stay tuned, and I
I,
think we may get to that, but the puzzle stuff. I know that there's usually puzzle elements. I think we played the intro, which
yeah.
is always very cinematic heavy, but knowing these games and having played a lot of them, I think we're about to touch on some puzzle stuffs that I think will pique your interest
It's great.
coming
Listen,
up.
Matt, if you were watching paint dry, I would tune in for that. So no
Wow.
worries. I think people should definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun and follow on Twitch so you get that nice
Yeah.
alert when Matt goes live on either Tuesdays or Fridays. So should
I
be
I've been trying to chase we've all been trying to chase the eye Lorelei again, the Lorelei and the laser eyes, uh,
yeah,
but I haven't been
yeah.
able
But
to
again,
find a game quite like that yet.
I like variety. I wouldn't want you to play that all the
Yeah,
time. So I like the
cool.
the mix up and the variety and listen, you want to play Tetris, play Tetris. We've got options. So you should definitely check that out over at twitch.tv/Tomorrow's Canceled Pod. Um,
Yeah.
but that's going to do us for us here. So we're going to wrap it up on behalf of Matt. I'm Sean. We appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you next time for another fantastic episode of Up for Debate.